Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of WagerFuel, RoadRunner and Ryan. Guys, today we're going to talk about one of, I know, the Roadrunner's favorite subjects, touts. All right, so what are touts? Well, touts are what we call marketers who sell sports betting tips to the general public. Now, how reliable are touts? How trustworthy is the information that they're giving to us? How real is the information that they're giving to us? Do they really care if we win or lose? There's a lot of different opinions about that, but I know that we certainly have one. And I'm going to ask the Roadrunner to share with us some of his experience and knowledge about the touts industry. And towards the end, we'll recap what we do here at WagerFuel and how we define ourselves differently as your run-of-the-mill tout. So Roadrunner, let's talk about those guys that you love so much, the sports betting
Yes,
tout.
yes, I can't wait. Thanks for having me back, Ryan. Hello, everybody, again. The world of touts. Well, of course, we're going to talk about the old days. 35 years ago, I learned about a tout, how touts used to be advertised back that long ago, is they would have television shows on Saturday mornings. They would have a radio show on Saturday mornings. And then they would advertise in the local gambling newspapers that used to be sold at various magazine stores. And their biggest pitch was on Monday Night Football. Every sports paper in the United States, practically every big city, even the smaller cities, had touts in them because everybody needed Monday night's winner to either bail them out because they lost all the money during the previous few days in football. And now the tout was going to give them their game of the year, their lock of the NFC, their whatever they want to promote it as. So they would advertise in the local newspaper and call it an 800 number. They automatically got your phone number once you did that, but people didn't know that. Or you can call a 900 number and pay $25 and get their pick. But then they would scream and holler at you and try to get you to buy all the inside information that they had. So after people joining and getting burned and just reading about it all, I was talking to someone who told me how the touts operated. And it was very interesting because how many of these touts, how they operate is they work in teams. If you go to various websites, you will see multiple handicappers advertised, and they work in teams. So team one has Bill and Ron. Bill gives you the Jets play the Bills. Ron gives you the Bills. And somebody's going to have a winner. And out of that group of winners, if they're talking to 50 people, 25 are going to be winners, 25 are going to be losers. The losers get thrown to somebody else in the group that harasses you to buy their pick. And they know you're desperate because you just lost. And then the winning would be divided up between the two people that split the Bills and Jets opinion, and they would work on those people and sell them more inside information games and just go on and on. It was nonstop. And then I joined a tout service, which was very helpful. And I joined a tout service. Let me tell you how it worked is you would pay a yearly fee and you would get all the top touts picks in NBA, college basketball, NFL, and there was even a small version for the MLB. And I would get all the touts from the Mike Warrens to Jack Price to Sports Reporter, North Coast, all these publications that were so big back in the 80s, 90s. I would get all their information for one price. Now, it was delayed 10, 15 minutes after they gave the pick out, but it was so valuable because it taught me where's everybody betting? Who's North Coast's, Big Ten game of the year or Doc's Big Ten game of the year? So it would help me, and I would get all their picks. And then I would document them too, and then understand what their records are, if they lied, if they didn't have that team. And I just learned the whole aspect about how these people scream and holler and claim that they win. And it really hasn't changed much. There's still some people out there that do it. I'm sure people know of who these people are, but there's also people you would trust and still buy their opinion. But 99% of the people online selling picks aren't good.
Yeah, and
99.
well, and Roadrunner, that's the definition of a racket, right? I mean, talk about the two guys playing sides off of one another and then dishing the losers to another guy that is constantly after them to get more of their money so they could do the same thing all over again.
Correct.
And that's really terrible. And what I fear, and I think that you're gonna come from the same angle here. Well, I know that you are, is that there's going to be a lot of new bettors entering into the market as more states legalize sports betting, and they're going to look for this quote unquote expert opinion, right? And yeah, right now there's more now than ever, I think, because of just all the avenues that people have to get to us in the digital age here. And so
Mm-hmm.
the unsuspecting public may be giving over their money to people that are really just looking to take advantage. And what
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed, and you turned me on to this, Roadrunner, is that there are guys out there, there's touts out there that they actually document their winnings and losings by record, by a score of, say, like, 20 and 15 in the last X amount of weeks. But that doesn't take into account anything like, how much they bet on one game versus another, or money lines or anything. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. Record keeping. How do they keep track of records? Well, there's ways that they do it, and I'll explain it in a second. The only way you can really do it is by keeping track of your units. So, an example: if you bet 100 and you risk 110 to win 100 on a game, and it wins, and the other game loses, you're 1-1. You're not 1-1 0. You're 1-1 minus $10 because you lost the bet. So a lot of these touts, or scamdecappers as I call them, what they will do is give you a record of 3-2 in NHL or MLB. Now, NHL and MLB are bet with odds, either straight up or on the run line. So an example in the major leagues, if you have three $200 favorites and you win two and you lose one, that means you won 200 and you lose or lost 200, you're $0. Where the tout will say, I'm 2-1, I won 2 out of 3, and I'm hitting 67%.
Yep.
So it's just a way that they really hide their wins and losses. And it's so common that people do that. Another thing they do is they love to brag about what they're hot in. So I'll give you an example. A tout handicapper, so they say, bets every sport, the major sports. And now what happens is they're 0-3 in Major League Baseball, or they're actually minus $330 in Major League Baseball. They're minus 120 in the NBA. But in the NHL, they've had 2 underdog winners, and now they're up 340. Well, they're only going to talk about the NHL. They're not going to talk about how they lost all their money in the other sports. So now they went out and they go promote what they're hot in. And now this guy's great in the NHL. No, he's not. If anybody ever wants to do a little test with themselves, pick different sports and just pick games, and you'll probably end up winning in one of the sports and getting killed on the other 3. So you can see what I'm getting at. Push what's winning. So the record keeping is so non-transparent. They can't prove to you. If they were that great at what they do, they wouldn't ask for money.
That's right. Yeah, and Roadrunner, I'll tell you what, man, it's like you've said, everybody's always a winner. Yeah, right.
Right.
You and I do this for a living as part of our income, and we're thrilled to death if we win 6 out of every 10. That's amazing. But
depends if you're betting underdogs or favorites too. Though.
Right. Well,
so
it depends on a lot of things. Right? But a lot of the people out there that are touting picks, it seems like they're winning all the time.
Right.
but I think oftentimes out there, folks, you're only hearing about the wins. But like Roadrunner just said, um, we got to take into account the losses as well that you might not hear about. So, guys, buyer beware of where you're getting your information. Here at WagerFuel, we do it a little bit differently. What we're looking to form here is a community of like-minded sports enthusiasts who also want to participate in the world of sports gaming, whether it be sports betting like we're discussing now, or fantasy sports as well, and get good information, become a more educated player, so that we could hopefully win more and profit and have a good time while we're doing this. Remember, folks, this is supposed to be fun. We want to make money too, but it's a fun way to do it. So we want to enjoy our sports, be able to make some profits, know more about what we're doing, and talk to like-minded people that have our best interest in mind while we're out there spending our hard-earned money. So, Roadrunner, you have anything else that you want to add to that for the folks out there?
I did want to talk about something, and that's just telling people, if you do want to buy picks and you just want to try it out or check somebody out, there's a way to determine before the game or event starts if your selection has value. And I want to talk about this because when a tout or handicapper gives out a pick, they may say, I like Chicago. Okay, do you like Chicago -4? Do you like Chicago -3.5? Do you like Chicago -5? See, you have to give exactly what the odds are. Where we're different here at WagerFuel is, yeah, we know what we do have picks, and we will. If you want to buy our picks, we'll give you who we like. I mean, we're not going to hide it. But for the most part, we're here to help you. And we ran a little test with Ryan on Saturday with the NASCAR. I'm sorry, on Sunday. Ryan liked a driver called Truax in a matchup that started with Truax as a -110 pick, actually, event against the driver. I don't recall who he went against. When the race was going off, and Ryan gave me his opinion an hour, 2 hours before the race, the line was -150. So now, where we help you here at WagerFuel, we will tell you, if you were to bet that race, and you bet it early, you put 100 on to win it 110, you get $91 back. If you put 100 on it now at 150, you're getting $67 back. That's a $24 difference of you not playing the game in the beginning. Now, we're going to try to help you find these games that you have the right line on, because in the long run, if you get the right line and you beat the closing line, your value will go up. It will give you a much, much better chance to win money in sports betting. So I just wanted to bring that up where, people give opinions. What is the line or odd at that you're looking for to get that opinion? Very important, and I hope everyone understood what I said. If not, we'll always talk about this. Closing line value is huge, and we're going to try to get you guys educated on how to look for that.
Yep, ever so important to find those right lines, and that's just one of the things that Roadrunner has been able to teach me, and we hope to be able to relay to everyone out there that's interested in working with us at WagerFuel. So, guys, that wraps it up for our industry analysis, if you will, on touts. We hope this was educational for some of you guys that are curious about these people selling picks, and maybe it sheds a little light on what direction you want to go in when you're looking for more information. So keep your eye out and stay tuned to us for more information on wagerfuel.com coming live. In the meantime, you can reach us at wagerfuel@gmail.com, and we'll certainly get back to you. And we look forward to seeing you again next time, guys, on the Roadrunner and Ryan. Okay.
That's it.
Yep. I gotta cut out the middle there. I almost called you.
You know why? You
I
know
have
why I
called you
call that?
Dave.
That's
Huh?
why I threw you under the bus with the Truax opinion.
I can edit it out though.
That's why I threw you right under the bus.
That's the first time I slipped so far. I was waiting for it to happen. Um,
How'd it go?
it was good. I'm gonna edit the middle out when I called you Dave and started
Right.
stumbling there.
I know.
But that's the good part about video, is that you can edit shit.
Yeah.
All right.